afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Kay of Cattle Buyers Weekly, and just 20 minutes ago, USDA released its monthly cattle on feed report, and the numbers, if you haven't heard them, were cattle on feed June 1, 10.494 million. That's 100.8% of a year ago. Placed into feedlots in May, of course, there's feedlots 1,000 head and over, 2,022,000. That's 123.4% above a year ago. And marketed in May was 1.869 million head, 95.7% of a year ago. I think most people will regard this report as fairly neutral, possibly slightly negative to the fall market, but and I'll explain that, but most of that perhaps factored into the futures market today when October was down 65 points to 89.25, and December was down 57 points to 91.67. That slight negativity is because placements were, although they went against a very small number last year, they were certainly larger than expected, but I think the negativity really is that they were very heavily weighted towards the biggest or heaviest two weight categories. Feedlots in May placed 130,000 more cattle in the 800-pound and over category and 104,000 more cattle in the 7 to 799-pound category than in May last year. So that's a whopping 234,000 more cattle in that category. They did also place, obviously, more lighter cattle. The two categories under 700 pounds saw 160,000 more cattle placed in those two categories. May marketings came in close to expectations. It's a smaller number, but remember we had relatively few cattle placed against that, as shown by the cattle on feed totals in previous months. And that was the lowest May marketing number since the data series began. And this, of course, is the first time in quite a number of months that the cattle on feed total has edged above year-ago levels, largely because of the smaller placements, smaller marketings and the much larger placements. So we're back to just over, as I say, just over nearly 1% more cattle on feed. So there's quite adequate supplies of cattle coming forward. The feedlots are very current in their marketing, so there's no great concern about the marketing level, but we'll need to continue to, or feedlots will need to continue to market as aggressively as they can. That'll get a little bit more difficult as their numbers start, the prices start declining and get feedlots into only a break-even rather than a profit situation. Just another little breakdown. 8 of the 12 reporting states, only Arizona, California, and Colorado, only 3 states had smaller June 1 cattle on feed totals. 8 states placed more cattle in May than a year ago, and particularly on the southern plains. Oklahoma placed a whopping 39% more, Texas 36% more, Washington and Colorado each 32% more, Nebraska 23% more, Kansas 22% more, Iowa 7% more, and South Dakota 5% more. So that's why those southern plains feedlots suddenly got much more filled up. They've been running well below year-ago levels in their cattle on feed numbers for some time. In 4 states, Iowa, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Washington marketed more cattle in May than a year ago. So that's the cattle on feed report for this month, and we'll talk to you again next month. Goodbye.